children of all ages. Welcome to the Monday Night Raw from 11/9 review. Couple days away from Monday Night Raw now. SmackDown's on tomorrow. Overall, this was a very interesting Raw, I thought. Coming off the devastating injury of Seth Rollins and him having to relinquish the WWE World title and the title tournament being announced. You kind of wondered how the Raw was going to start, what they were going to talk about, etc., etc. And I thought it was quite typical WWE, but it was actually a good Raw. I enjoyed the entire show. And I haven't said that about a Raw in a long time. You know, obviously starting out with Triple H coming out, talking about Seth Rollins' injury. The crowd, thank you Rollins chant. It's like, okay. You know, when an injury like this happens and somebody's going to be gone for, 6-9 months and not longer, they're going to change his character when he comes back. 02 Triple H left as one of the biggest heels in wrestling, came back, face of the company. Which is probably what's going to happen with Seth Rollins here. He'll leave a heel with the authority, come back, face of the company. Triple H talking about the tournament, inviting Roman Reigns out in the ring, offering Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins' spot in the authority and telling him how from an Evolution versus his Shield days, I had my eye on you, I thought you were good, blah, blah, blah. You knew he wasn't going to accept, but it was kind of neat to see how he offered it, and Roman Reigns was like, no, I'll do it myself, I don't need anybody, which is kind of cool to see. Tournament was announced. We have Roman Reigns versus The Big Show, Cesaro versus Sheamus, Del Rio versus Stardust, Kalisto versus Ryback, which is kind of a random matchup, Titus O'Neil versus Kevin Owens, Neville versus Barrett again, Ziggler versus Miz, Ambrose versus Breeze. We had 5 of these matches on Raw, and obviously we'll have the other 3 on SmackDown. The matches on Raw, we had Big Show versus Roman Reigns, which you kind of knew Roman Reigns was going to win that. Kevin Owens versus Titus O'Neil. Again, you kind of knew Owens was going to win. Have Owens coming out and kind of talking smack a little bit, coming out to the ring, and it's kind of, you get the little promo from Owens, but yet you got a lot of matches. Becky Lynch versus Paige was a fairly good Divas match, I thought. Paige had Becky Lynch in the PTO on the announce table, and Charlotte comes out and kind of helps her friend Becky Lynch get Paige runs away. So they kind of continue the little feud with all the divas and whatnot, and Paige and Charlotte together, or Charlotte and Becky Lynch together. Dolph Ziggler versus Miz. Dolph wins. Another Divas match, which was kind of good to see. They kind of broke them up and got rid of away from the 9 women tag matches and the 3-on-3 crap. You had Natalya versus Naomi. Natalya getting the victory, and then Team Bad attacking Naomi with Sasha Banks. Which would be kind of interesting to see if they do actually feud Sasha and Natalya, which should be a really good feud. Next you had Sheamus and Cesaro. Sheamus holding the Money in the Bank. We weren't sure what they were going to do with that. If they were going to let him lose in the first round or move on. They actually had Cesaro beat him. Next we had Ambrose versus Tyler Breeze, which you kind of knew Dean Ambrose was going to win that. Back to the tournament, so setting up for Raw next week, we have Reigns and Cesaro, which I cannot wait to see. We have Ziggler and Ambrose, which would be really, really good. I can't wait to see that one either. And then we'll find out who Owens faces, and then we'll find a winner of the other 2 matches on SmackDown. Really, the way this tournament's set up, you're going to have Owens, Ziggler, Ambrose, probably Neville will beat Barrett, maybe Barrett wins. So you kind of got guys that are legit world champions. Del Rio, Stardust, I honestly don't really care who wins that one. Either one of them I want to move forward. Ryback, Kalisto, yeah. I think the winner of the Del Rio Stardust match will beat the winner of that, which will probably be Ryback. I bet whoever wins Stardust Del Rio will beat Ryback, I hope. Or even have Ryback. I could see them doing Ryback and Reigns in the finals of that bracket. Either way, more than likely, whoever our champion is going to be either Owens, Ambrose, Ziggler, Reigns, would be my guess. Which I'm fine with any of those guys. I want to see Ambrose and Rollins and Reigns. I think they'll turn Ambrose heel against Roman Reigns. I think that'd be interesting to see Ambrose. Maybe next week Tripp offers Ambrose the spot. Then we had a New Day promo, which that's been the brightest spot about Raw here lately is the New Day promos. And then we had New Day in a 6-man tag versus the Usos and Neville, which is good to see the Usos back. Excited to see Uso, New Day, Dudley Boys triple threat. I think that'll be good. Obviously the Ascension and Lucha Dragons are not doing much right now. Los Matadores is gone. They're supposed to repackage him and bring him back. Usos and Neville getting the win there. Woods, Penn, and Neville. So kind of the guys that aren't really involved in the New Day Usos match. Xavier Woods typically isn't in the tag matches. It's more like Kofi and Big E. And then Neville's just teaming up with the Usos. So you kind of had guys get the pin and get pinned who really aren't affected in the feud. So that was kind of neat to see, kind of keep that going, what we're going to go with that. Then we had a Bray Wyatt promo. Is he not the greatest promo cutter in WWE currently? I mean, just seriously. He's kind of picked up with his promos level-wise, kind of where CM Punk left off. Hashtag Wyatt Eulogy. Wow. And just the video package they put together of Kane and Taker all night long. They show clips of it and things, and kind of like the ending of Taker and Kane by Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family out there. And Bray's out there cutting this promo. Taker, Kane come out. You get the camera going off and the little picture, and then the Wyatt family appears. And 4-on-2, but yeah, the Brothers of Destruction take out all 4 members of the Wyatt family. So yeah, this traditional Survivor Series match at Survivor Series, I think it's going to be pretty good with the Wyatts and Taker and stuff. All kinds of rumor who's going to be with Taker. I know Finn Balor has been tweeting or something about making his main roster debut, which would be awesome. Putting Balor on the Brothers of Destruction team. Oh, that'd be awesome. They really need to do some of the NXT title on main roster show, stuff like Owens did toward the end of it. Maybe all 3 NXT members. Yeah, maybe Joe, Balor, and Baron Corbin or somebody like that. You know, get these guys a taste of the main roster. Well, only time will tell. Hopefully Survivor Series will get kind of with everything going on with Seth Rollins' injury. You just kind of went bloop and kind of start over with it. So hopefully that will get settled out here soon. And WWE can figure out where they're going with everything. We got 9 months till Rollins comes back. So SummerSlam probably, my guess. Biggest part of the summer in Brooklyn, New York. An NXT show the day before, so that could be where we see the return of Seth Rollins at SummerSlam or something. Maybe he comes out and interferes in the world title match and moves on with somebody. So a lot going on with Raw. SmackDown should be very interesting. The best Raw so far in a long time. Keep going to WWE. You're on the cusp of building it back up. We need to see a Samoa Joe in the main roster. Rumors of the phenomenal AJ Styles and going to sign with NXT. Oh my God, could you imagine a freaking WrestleMania with AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Daniel Bryan? It would have to be WrestleMania 33, but can you imagine? All those former top indie guys, what the hell? A championship scramble at WrestleMania 33. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens. You know what? Throw Cesaro in there. Let's make a 6-way. You never know. Alright, that will wrap up the November 9th Raw review. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channels.
If you close your eyes, your life and make the truth reveal. Since you never lived and scars never heal. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side. be waiting.